Hello and welcome to Dad and Swebb Talk Sports. I'm Swebb.
And I'm Dad.
And we are the dad and daughter duo talking about all of our favorite sports moments. Dad, what's going on?
Not much, Swebb, not much.
What have you been up to?
I've been at a lot of basketball games for your niece and nephew. That's what I've been doing, Swebb.
How are the 6-year-old and 9-year-old games going?
6-year-old, it's a long slog. The 9-year-old is starting to resemble some pretty decent basketball.
Okay. Of course, you've sat through a bunch of basketball games in your time, going to mine and my brother's. How do these stack up?
Well, you guys didn't start playing as young as they're playing. Your brother didn't start playing until he was in 5th grade. You started playing when you were in like 7th grade. So your niece has a chance to be real, real good. And when you see her play, you can tell your brother has been the one coaching her. She almost looks like him out there, except she's faster than he was.
Well, she definitely has more foot speed.
She has a lot of foot speed. It's unbelievable. It's scary.
Not sure where she got that from.
Me, Swep, me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. So you've been going to a lot of basketball games. What else have you been up to?
I've been getting ready to pick you up at the airport tomorrow.
It's Thanksgiving week. Are you excited?
What, for the turkey or for you?
Have you been fasting to make room for, the big meal on Thursday?
No, Swep. I don't have to do that, Swep.
You just naturally have room. When you look like you're about 7 months pregnant.
It's not that bad.
There's room there. There's room to spare.
It's not that bad.
Did Mom tell you that I'm making macaroni and cheese?
She told me you were making something, but she didn't tell me what you were making.
I'm making the macaroni and cheese this year.
As long as it's not brownies.
Like you wouldn't eat the brownies.
I'm not that much of a dessert guy, but Sweb.
Couldn't tell. For all the years I've known you. You've never been one to turn down a dessert. That might not be your favorite food, but it's not like you're not eating it.
If you do it right at the mealtime, you don't have to. The thing that would drive me crazy is when we went out to a restaurant, you guys are ordering desserts. You order some little small fish meal, and then you're still hungry, of course. And then you're ordering $15 desserts.
There's something to be said for a nice, modest to average food portion. I don't need the food. I don't need a huge plate that takes up the whole table.
Yeah, but
and then there's hardly any food on the plate.
If you ate the huge plate,
or hardly any room on the table.
The small plates you guys get and the huge plate I gave, it's not really huge. I'm full. You're still hungry, and you're ordering another $15 deal. Drives me nuts, Webb.
Okay. Most of the time that you're taking us out to eat, you have a gift card. So let's calm it down.
Not all the time.
Let's calm it down.
And now I'm going to pick you up tomorrow, and I know what I'm in for already. You're going to be here for a week.
Aren't you excited?
Every time you come. Huh?
Every time I come, what?
Cost me money.
It costs you money? If you guys lived in the state, it wouldn't cost me as much money to get. It costs me money to get down there. Costs me money to see you.
Well, you like being in my company, don't you?
I think you like being in my company more. Sweb, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? Sound familiar?
Okay, Sweb. Yes, okay, Sweb. I've had enough of this.
All right, it's a big week. Thanksgiving, great holiday. Although my Christmas tree is already up, it's lit. Just made a Christmas wreath at church, after church today with the ladies from church. So the place is decorated. We're ready for Christmas. But of course, before that is Thanksgiving, which is a wonderful holiday because there's tons of food and tons of sports. So let's jump into it. I'm wearing my Knicks shirt because as a New Yorker, that's all I've got right now. But it's not going so well. It's not as hot as I'd like it to be. They're 9-6. They lost on Saturday night to Orlando. That's the second time in about 2 weeks. Have some injuries. OG Anunoby has a hamstring injury. Jalen Brunson just came back from injury. Landry Shamet, Saturday night's game, went out with a shoulder injury. And Deuce McBride didn't even play because he was sick. So he's day-to-day. He'll be back. But the Knicks, the defense has not showed up. There's no defense with this coach.
Look, okay. I can't tell you how close I came to throwing two TVs, two separate games, through a window. Watching
That
the
would have been
Knicks.
great because your TVs down there are very small. So if you want to throw one out the window so we can
What's
get a bigger
small?
one, a bigger one.
No, they're not. What do you
Just
mean very
saying,
small?
if you want to throw a TV out, and it is Black Friday. Black Friday is coming up. But go ahead. You wanted to throw the TV out the window. Tell us why.
They have a good team, but they play dumb basketball. They have their 7-foot center parked at the 3-point line, jacking up threes. His butt should be down 5 feet from the basket. They're in a 1-point game back and forth about a week ago. He took 4 threes in the last 5 minutes of the game. He hit one, and they lost by like 2 points. Okay? You don't play basketball this way. You don't play winning basketball this way. And then he would say, well, I'm averaging 25 points and 10 rebounds. Okay. You're what's their record? 9-6?
9-6.
They've won one game on the road. One game. And they were lucky to win that game. They were real lucky. A controversial call at the end of the game against a weak team, Dallas. Okay? You can't play basketball that way. If you're interested in winning championships, you can't. Now, if I had him sitting here, he would say, well, I'm making $50 million a year. Okay? There's a lot of guys making a lot of money in the NBA that are never going to win a championship. Okay? You big men need to be close to the basket. The guards, everyone who wants to be Steph Curry. You're not winning championships. If you have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, probably the two greatest shooters of all time, 3-point shooters, then you can win some championships like that. But you're not winning championships with this nonsense. I can't tell you how aggravating it is to see a 7-foot center, probably weighs 250, 260 pounds, standing at the 3-point line. He should be down by the basket.
Their end of game management, their second half game management hasn't been great because a lot of these games they've been close in the first half and then the second half comes around and yes, they're playing stupid basketball. It really is a lack of discipline because Tom Thibodeau, he was a bit of a drill sergeant. He was a tougher coach, and he was able to get a lot of it out of his players. Now we can talk until the cows come home about whether it was the right decision to fire him. And I think there were, pros and cons to everything. But this team right now is just a bit discombobulated, not really playing team basketball, not really playing to their strengths. And the second half is where you should be locking in, and that seems to be where they go the complete opposite direction. So the game on Saturday against Orlando, it was close through the third quarter, and then the fourth quarter comes, and all of a sudden, Orlando is up 12, 15 points. You start having turnovers, taking dumb shots, then you have fouls, technical fouls, all the things. It's just from top to bottom, doesn't seem like the leadership is there right now. The discipline's not there. They're not focused.
They are not geared to play the kind of ball that this coach wants to play. They don't have these real athletic, quick players. They don't have players like that. They have one or two, but that's not enough. Orlando, the same thing happened last time. They got blown out at the end, and a few of these games that they've been close right up into the third quarter and the fourth quarter to get blown out. Wait till they play Detroit. Okay?
So what's your recommendation for, does Mike Brown need to adjust his coaching tactics here?
He's been coaching so long. This is the kind of ball he likes to play. but he doesn't have the personnel to play that kind of ball. Okay.
So then it's up to the coach to change his.
What's my recommendation? If I own the team,
Yes.
I'd call up Thibodeau and beg for forgiveness and tell him I'm sorry. I made a fool of myself. I'll never do this again. Here's a 10-year guaranteed contract. Please come back. I beg you, come back. That's what I would do.
It actually
Okay?
sounds to me like both coaches have a bit of the same problem, just in a different situation. Hear me out. Mike Brown wants to play this fast style offense with a bunch of guys who aren't really that fast. Tom Thibodeau wanted to play the same 6 guys 35 minutes a game to the point where everyone's dog tired. And he wasn't, so both coaches are kind of rigid in their tactics, which is resulting in the Knicks not playing up to their potential.
Okay. The difference is Thibodeau got the Knicks to the Eastern Conference Final the first time in 20 years, 25 years. The way they're going now and the way this team looks, that is not going to happen. And Boston's not as good as they were. Indiana's won 1 or 2 games. Okay. They're not as good as they were, but Detroit's way better.
Orlando's better.
Orlando's way better. That's just in the East.
So
and they're younger, and they have fresh legs, and the Knicks have a good team.
The Knicks have a good team. They're going to have to get it together, and it's going to have to be both on the coaching side and on the playing side. Now, I think these guys need to watch Remember the Titans, because if you recall in that movie, Denzel Washington, when he was getting out coached, he brought in his assistant coach, Coach Yost. He said, now's not the time to be proud, and he utilized his coaches to get the best out of the team. The Knicks are about to waste a great opportunity with some of the perennial favorites in the East not being that good this year. Other teams are on the rise. The Knicks should be better than they are, but it's a mixture of coaching, trying to coach the way that he wants to coach without the players that he needs to coach the way that he wants to coach. And to be honest, these guys are professionals. This isn't a young roster. These guys have all been in the league for, the youngest guy on the team that's really getting minutes is in his 5th year, Deuce McBride. These are guys that should be able to at least execute to the best of their ability. So it's a mixture of just lack of discipline, lack of focus, poor decision making. Seems like everyone's playing for themselves, and coaching that isn't coaching the roster that he has properly.
And you said McBride was sick last night?
Yes.
I saw Michael Jordan in the playoffs, 103-degree fever play. I saw your brother, okay, he's a pro, greatest of all time. I saw your brother in high school playing with 103 fever, okay?
I don't know what the guy had.
I see these guys sick.
Maybe he had diarrhea and was about to crap his pants. I don't know, Dad. It's an 82-game season.
Okay.
I don't know.
That would be the only excuse. That would be the only excuse.
Maybe he had crap running from his butt and he couldn't get on the court, okay? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Before you start trying to make comparisons to him and Michael Jordan, what do you want me to say? Okay.
I'm not talking about talent-wise. I'm talking about the will to be there for your team.
There are only a few people that had the mentals that Michael Jordan had. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and then there's a lot of other guys that are way down on the list. Okay? These kids are soft these days, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you're right.
So I'm wearing my Knicks shirt to try and, fire up the troops, just in case Deuce McBride wants to watch Dad and Swebb talk sports while he's homesick from school. And that's all we can do. They'll play this week. They have a pretty jam-packed week. Monday they play at the Nets. Luckily, they're playing some teams that aren't that good. So it's kind of like false hope here because they're playing at the Nets on Monday. They play Wednesday at Charlotte, then Friday versus Milwaukee, and Sunday versus Toronto, the Toronto Raptors. So jam-packed week.
Oh, that's another team that's way better this year, Toronto.
Well,
Okay?
we know a
With
few
young
players from
players
that team.
running up and down the court. Okay? Oh, man. What a mess.
Okay. Well, it's still early. I'm not, gonna jump out the window yet. We're good to go for this isn't the Jets, okay? This isn't the Jets.
The
And
Jets did exactly what they were supposed to do today. They lost.
they lost. They're 2-9. They'll play on Sunday versus who do they play next Sunday? They play the Falcons.
Atlanta.
And the Giants had a bye this week. They're 2-10. So now the
Giants played today.
Did they?
Yeah, they lost in overtime. They blew a big lead and they lost.
Well,
They're
they're
better
2-10.
off. Yeah, they're better off losing. At this stage of the year, what do you need to win games for?
Because
You're
I
way out
need
of
the
it.
Jets to have the worst record. Right
Well,
now, it's
yeah.
between the Tennessee Titans, who are 1-10, I believe.
And the Jets, the Giants, New Orleans, and Cleveland. And Cleveland's playing, and the Raiders. And Cleveland's playing the Raiders right now. Shador Sanders is playing today. Started. And they're leading. So one of those teams is going to lose. I just hope the Jets don't luck out and beat Atlanta next week. Because they did look pretty good for like a half.
I just hope that the Jets stay out of Midtown Manhattan, so no one else gets shot.
They're lucky only one player got shot. Because there were two other guys with them.
Yes. So, let's talk some college basketball
Let's do it.
because I need you. Let's talk some college basketball, and then we'll end with some college football.
Oh, I got a great University of Miami football story for you.
Carolina, 5-0. They play St. Bonaventure this week, and then Thursday they play Michigan State. What are
Yep.
your thoughts on Carolina thus far?
Carolina looks real good. They got an unfortunate break, no pun intended, with Seth Trimble breaking his arm in the weight room of all places. So he's going to be out for like 6 weeks. He's been out, 2 weeks now? So that was a bad break. But Caleb Wilson, their freshman, looks tremendous. He's going to be a high lottery pick. And he has a tremendous personality. He's like running the whole show at the university there.
Literally the chancellor of the university.
Of the university. It's unbelievable.
He's at the football games, hyping up the crowd, and,
On
the
the
football
field.
team is not good, and he is trying
On
to
the
hype up
field.
the crowd.
On the field
Yeah.
before the game. He had like a 4.0 in high school.
They might fire Bill Belichick and make Caleb Wilson the head coach.
No. That team is getting better and better as the season's going on.
Okay. Sure, bro. Let's talk some college football.
Let's do it.
Miami won yesterday. They beat Virginia Tech 34-17. Next Saturday, last regular season game, they play at Pitt. Now, Miami, of course, they're like fourth in the rankings of the standings of the ACC. They have to win out, and they need like Louisville, SMU, Georgia Tech. They need all these teams ahead of them to lose for them to make it to the ACC championship game. It looks like that's not going to happen, folks. But they are ranked number 13 in the country. Right now, they are in the college football playoffs, like the projected bracket. But it looks like that'll change with some of these conference championship games. And what's going to happen to Miami is what happened last year, where they didn't make the ACC championship game, which of course gives them one less game to strengthen their resume to get in, and they end up being the first or second team out. So, it is what it is. I've come to terms with it. I came to terms with it when they lost to SMU, that things were done, but they're winning. They haven't completely given up on the season, which sometimes happens with them. And it looks like I'll be watching other teams in the college football playoffs.
Well, you go to Pittsburgh next week.
Yes.
You got to hope that they don't lose. They beat Pittsburgh. And it's going to be cold up there.
And Pittsburgh is a good team.
So yesterday, I'm watching the Miami-Virginia Tech game. Then I had to go out. So I get in the car, and the game was on XM ACC network. So I turn it on. Driving, and the announcer, it was the Virginia Tech feed. It was the Virginia Tech announcers. So the Virginia Tech announcer says, Miami really has a good team. I just don't understand. You know what they're like? They're like going to a great Italian restaurant. Great atmosphere, great decorations, great chef in the kitchen. The food is tremendous. You have a great meal, and when you get up from the table, you have sauce all over your shirt. He says, I just don't understand these guys. Something always goes wrong.
Their coaching isn't that good. Their head coach is a great recruiter, and he's not a good tactician.
He said something always goes wrong. Everything looks good. It tastes good. It's great. Everything is perfect. And you eat, you get up from the table, you got sauce all over your shirt.
I thought you were going to say it runs right through you and you have to run to the bathroom.
No. Some of these are now, when you listen to some of these games, it's the hometown, the home team's announcer, and from all these different states. And some of these guys are really good and they're funny. And they're all for the team. They're real homers. That's the way it's supposed to be. Because it's not a national broadcast. It's for the hometown teams. And some of these guys are so funny.
Well, he's not wrong. But I've come to terms with it. I'm so jaded now because we start the season off strong. Everyone's hot on Miami. Miami's back. And then we lose a bunch of games. And then it's one or two here or there, close games. We lost to SMU in overtime. Quarterback played terribly. And now at this point, I'm just, you know what? I'm embarrassed that I'm proud of this team for not rolling over. And that is the consolation prize here. Because normally these guys would just stop showing up if they had lost. We'd have 10 penalties a game. And so I'm glad that they're still playing hard. But we'll see. Pitt is a very good team. Did they just beat Georgia Tech this weekend?
Yes. That was a tight game back and forth, and they held on. A lot of turnovers and stuff.
And Georgia Tech, it was like 15 in the country. Miami's ranked 13. So
that helped your cause.
That helps our cause. But either way, we are not going to make the ACC championship game, which means we'll have one, if we have to beat Pitt, but we'll have one less game to our resume.
You could still get in the playoffs if you beat Pitt convincingly, and then depends on how other games wind up and what happens with other games. You don't want upsets where the team that's like 20th in the country beating another team. You need Oklahoma to lose another game. You need there's a bunch of teams. Michigan's trying to get in there. They're 15th in the country right now.
Yeah,
if they beat Ohio State, they're in.
You think so?
I didn't think they were going to win last year when they had a horrible team and they beat them on the road. Now they come to the big house. Swebb.
And Ohio State's pretty good. They've been the number one team in the country all year.
Oh, Ohio State's excellent, but you know what? They haven't had a close game all year. They've blown out. They played Texas the first game, and Texas wasn't as good at the beginning of the season as they are now. And all the rest of everybody else they played was horrible. Well, they haven't really been challenged. What happens if they get into a crunch time game with 110,000 people screaming?
Listen, I'm all for your happiness, but I don't need Michigan to win on Saturday, because if Michigan wins and Miami wins, we're going to have some issues here, because then it's
but you're secretly a Michigan fan.
No, I'm not. I root for them when my team is not good. But if my team is good, if we're very close in the rankings and we have the chance to go to the college football playoffs, I'm not rooting for Michigan. I'm not rooting for Ohio State, but I'm like, I need Miami. I don't need teams behind Miami in the rankings to upset the top teams in the country this upcoming weekend.
You didn't know anything about Miami until you were 18.
Until I was 17. I applied when I was 17.
Okay. But you've known Michigan since birth.
I actually started watching Miami in high school because they
You
were the
did.
best team in the country then.
Yes, they were.
Everyone
back
was
then.
watching Miami then.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, Sweb.
May the best team win.
Maybe both teams will get in.
There's no chance.
We'll see.
There's no chance because Michigan's only going to play one more game because they're playing Ohio State. They're not getting into the Big Ten championship. Miami's not getting into the
Yeah,
ACC
but if they beat Ohio
championship.
State, they don't have to get it. They don't have to. That's it. Game, set, match. Over. In. If they
No.
beat the number one team in the country, they're in.
We'll see. It depends on how much they beat them by.
Nope. We'll see.
All right. It's going to be a stressful weekend. Thursday, Thanksgiving. What's the schedule Thursday? Are we wearing sweats or what? I'm bringing down a nice pair of sweats.
You can wear whatever you want to wear. All I care about is what time is dinner.
What time are we having dinner?
I have no idea.
What time is Carolina playing?
Carolina plays at 4, I think.
Okay, so we need either we probably need to have dinner either before or afterwards. So that means we're having a late lunch or we're having a 6 p.m. dinner. We're not going to sit in front of the TV with tray tables, Dad.
No. Carolina plays at 4:30 on Fox.
Okay, so then you have to let Mom know.
And on Tuesday they play at 6 o'clock on Fox Sports 1.
You have to let Mom know so that she can time this out properly.
You let her know. When I start talking to her about stuff like that, she gets aggravated.
Yeah, because she's going to be the one cooking and you're just going to be the one eating.
Oh, by myself? Great.
Okay. What else are we going to do this week, Dad?
Whatever you want to do.
Is this what you're looking forward to most this week?
What's that? Turkey?
Me? You being in my presence?
I don't think your niece or nephew has any games this week or anything.
Well, yeah, it's a holiday week. I would hope not. Yeah. What are you most thankful for?
For my family, Sweb. For you, breaking my chops, keeping me on keeping me on my toes,
Are
my tippy
we
toes.
are we going to go to the gym this week?
Yes, I gotta lose some weight, Sweb.
Oh, wow. I've been praying for this.
I've been in there twice in the last 2 weeks.
Twice, once a week. Good job, Dad.
I've been in there twice in the last week.
Love it. You got to start somewhere.
I drive over there. I go in.
You drive.
Yeah, why not?
It's a half a mile walk.
It's
if
not a
that.
half a mile block.
You're right. It's a quarter of a mile walk.
It's a block and a half.
Yeah.
But I don't know what kind of condition I'm going to be in when I get out of there.
And how long do you stay in there for?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? What do you even do in 10 minutes?
Little treadmill, little stationary bike.
For 10 minutes total?
What are you trying to kill me?
I think you can do 10 minutes on each apparatus. And I think you can walk over there. When we go to the gym, we'll be walking.
No.
We'll be walking.
No.
The light just turned off. Or something just turned off. I don't know.
It's flashing on and off.
Okay. Well, the light's still on. I can see it in your glasses, but your face just got dark.
Must be the sun.
Okay. Before we close, do you want to leave everyone with a nice Thanksgiving tip of the week?
Thanksgiving tip of the week. Well, this time of the year, but not just this time of the year. All year, you should be thankful for everything you have. And consider yourself fortunate and blessed to have what you have and not worry about what you don't have. Because no matter how bad you think you have it, there's always somebody that has it worse. Remember that, Sweb.
Well, I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for Mom. And thank you for my whole entire family friends. And I'm looking forward to eating, napping. Maybe we'll watch some movies together. We'll definitely go to the gym. We'll have a good time. Okay? We're going to have a good time, Dad. Buckle up.
I'll make sure there's games to watch all the time. I'm not
Buckle
into
up.
movies, Swebb. I'm not into movies. Your mother watches the Hallmark Channel all the time.
We can watch a real movie, like the one that we would actually remember.
Sound of Music? Is that going to be on?
Maybe. I don't know. I'll check. Just make sure that you get proper sleep so you're not snoring during the movie.
I don't snore anymore, Swebb.
Okay.
I don't.
See, there's a light back on. It just got light again.
It just gets brighter and light. I don't snore anymore.
Okay. Sure. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to this week. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. Be sure to follow us on Dad and Swebb on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And subscribe on YouTube and Rumble. Share this episode with a friend. We will see you next week.
So long.
Thank you for tuning in to Dad and Swebb Talk Sports, the show where we cover all of our favorite sports moments from the past week. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube and Rumble and follow us at Dad and Swebb on Instagram and X. See you next week.